Just do it.
Hi, my name is Eula. I'm a second-year PhD student studying computer science at the University of Michigan. My area of concentration is artificial intelligence, and this is my vlog. So today I'm going to talk about what it's like transitioning from an undergrad program to a graduate school program. I actually also did my undergrad degree here at Michigan and thought that transitioning from my undergrad life to my grad school life would be quite easy. As a senior undergrad, I was doing research, taking classes, teaching, and I thought grad school was just going to be more of the same, maybe with less classes and more research. What I learned is that being an undergrad student is actually very different from being a grad student, and today I'm going to talk about kind of why that is and what my own personal experience has been. The first big difference between undergrad and grad school are the expectations. So in undergrad, your main expectation is to get good grades. Focus on classes, do your homework, do well on exams, and that's your main focus. If you're doing that right, you're doing well. In grad school, that's no longer the case. While it's still important to get good grades, it's no longer the main focus or your main objective. Your main objective in grad school is to do good research. Now, what does good research even mean? Is it the number of publications, the amount of time you spent on a project, the amount of output your code produces, how many vlogs you've made about it? It's not very clear, and it becomes very easy to compare yourself to others along these metrics that can lead to unrealistic expectations for yourself. It's important to remember that research varies widely between different fields, different advisors, and different projects. So one publication for me in 2 or 3 years might be just as productive as 5 publications for you in 1 year. The best is to make your own realistic expectations for yourself with the help of your advisor that are specific to your project, your goals, and your experience. For me, that means setting research goals with my advisor each week and trying to achieve those the best I can. I also keep in mind different benchmarks for my program and make sure that I'm on track to reach those. For example, right now I'm preparing for prelims. So prelims are a benchmark that you do at the end of your second year where you present on original research that you've done. The other big difference between undergrad and grad school is structure. So less classes means less structure, less projects, less homework, less things that have a definitive answer. There's no auto-grader in grad school to tell you if your code is correct or complete. For those of you not in computer science, an auto-grader is an online program where you submit your code and it tells you if your code is correct and if it produces the right output. In grad school, no one is holding your hand and validating your work. It's up to you to make sure that your code produces accurate results and that it's doing what you think it should be doing. This can be a bit of a hard adjustment for a lot of undergrads coming from undergrad computer science programs, as usually you know when you're done with a project because the auto-grader tells you you have a good grade. This is no longer the case in research. You never really know when you're done, and you have to write your own test cases and validate your own code. You also run the risk of spending a lot of time on a project that doesn't pan out. This can be extremely frustrating as you've spent a lot of time and resources and energy on a project only to have it feel like you didn't produce anything. It's important to remember that there's more abstract things that you do get out of working on any project. For example, the things you learn or just the experience you've gotten from doing the project. So transitioning from undergrad to grad school was a lot harder than I expected it to be. But now that I'm in my second year, I think I've gotten a good handle on things. Hopefully this video has been helpful and can help make your transition a bit more smooth.